Hey Roman, what are you doing in the middle in the forest with a laptop? Oh, I just ran out of footage with my 8K camera and I have to stop here and back it up. So this is what we're gonna do right now. Let's get to the video. Hey guys, it's Roman back with another video. Today I want to test out my Canon R5 on wildlife photography, specifically shooting 8K modes and 4K 120. This is my setup right now. It's a R5 with an adapter and a Sigma 150 to 600. So currently I'm at Great Smoky National Park, and there's an area here really known for having a lot of elk during sunset or sunrise hours. So I woke up today at 6. It was still dark and I grabbed my camera and I got here to the location. There are so many elk in here. It is so cool. Guys, honestly, this was not a joke. I literally just went out of memory and I have to back up my stuff because 8K and 4K 120 on Canon R5 is ridiculously heavy files. And this is not cool at all unless I'll get another card, which is gonna cost you like a house. You dare me to open the trunk? If you are used to the Canon LPE6N batteries, you know that they last you a day. That is not the camera, that is not the battery you are used to. This will not last you a day. Here, because of using 4K 120 modes, 4K heavy, I run through 2 batteries a day, which is not really... Alright, I'm backing up about 16 gigs so I can get you guys a little bit more shots and then I'm gonna get out of here. Let's get it. So I just got some final shots. As I'm here, I have to talk real quiet because they're literally behind me. And it is so peaceful here right now. Like, nothing's really going on. Just my car beeping. But other than that, man. Hey guys, it's Roman from the future. This video was actually shot 2-3 months ago and I just want to talk a little bit more on 8K, and because I have more experience with the camera now, I have more things to put down on the table. A couple of things to mention: the vlog shots that you saw at the beginning of the video and you see throughout of the video were shot on Canon EOS R. This video is recorded in 4K 24 frames per second HQ. Well, in the rest of the videos I put titles of the quality of the video that you could see. So you say, why 8K? 8K is useless. And in some point I do agree with you because we are not ready for 8K. People don't even use 4K to the full potential. Most of us nowadays use phones to view the videos, to watch YouTube videos, to watch Netflix, to watch TV pretty much. 60, 70, probably even 80% of the content is consumed on the phone. Phones are Full HD screens. So we don't even consume 4K, and 8K is so not ready for the public to be released to, I guess. You can say that. So what is the benefit of 8K? You could already guess probably of the shots that I filmed at the beginning of the video of elk, where you could digitally crop in from 8K to 4K to 1080p and you won't lose the quality. If you're watching this right now on the iPhone, you probably didn't even notice loss of quality because we had an 8K video and we pulled it up on a 1080 screen, so the quality is the same. We're just digitally cropping in, and we can digitally manipulate the video and we can move it throughout the frame. So we have this huge 8K screen, and let's say we're using the 1080 part of it. So we can digitally move around the frame, zoom in, and move any direction, and just cut out the piece that we want. Also, I tried to see the difference between 8K and 4K HQ, and I really can't. We don't even have 8K screens. My iMac is 5K screen, and if I try to watch the same video of 4K and that one that was shot in 8K, they look exactly identically the same. So let me show you guys the settings I am shooting right now. Here it is. This is how you turn on the 120 frames per second mode, which just says high frame rate on, and you turn it on. There you go. This gives you 120 slow motion. Then you can slow it down to 24, and usually if I shoot 120, I do my shutter speed double of the frame rate, which is going to be 250, and then I adjust accordingly the aperture and the ISO. And then when I shoot 8K, I do 24 frames per second, therefore I'll do my shutter speed 1/50, which is double of the frame rate, and I adjust again the aperture and the ISO. So I have been shooting already for a good hour and a half actually. Not non-stop, but here a clip, here and there. And I don't know if it's because the weather here, it's not really hot, it's like 50 degrees, but the camera haven't got me any overheating issues, not even a warning, so that is not a complaint at all. And actually I've been shooting this camera in different projects already, probably 5 to 7 projects, and I never got the camera to overheat, which is funny because that was the biggest complaint for the people who were trying to get this camera and were reviewing it. But there's no really an overheating issue unless you like record constantly for 30 minutes plus an interview or something like that. But for the type of shooting that I do, I have no overheating issues at all, like period, because I shoot off and on, run and gun, and then I guess the camera has enough time to cool down. My biggest complaint honestly is the memory. Right now I'm using the Pro Grade 325 gigs card. Here's the card. This card got full pretty much in a day. I mean, because I was shooting 8K and I'm not gonna shoot 8K all the time, just for the times I really need to crop in, or for the video like this, for example, where I just want to show you guys how it looks like. But most of the time I probably will be shooting 4K HQ, 4K non-HQ, or 4K 120, which still is pretty heavy files, and you will fill up your camera real quick. So here in the Smokies I've been filming, and I had to drop my footage every day because I would fill up my camera 2/3. So bunch of photos and maybe 20-30 videos. And now let's also touch on a little bit more about overheating, since this has been a hot topic. Since the Canon R5 came out, there was a lot of talk about this camera overheating and not being able to record more than 30 minutes, I believe, constantly. Well, to me, to my workflow, that is okay with me because I don't shoot interviews more than 30 minutes straight in 4K HQ or in 8K. I'm okay to shoot in 4K regular or in 1080 more than just fine. And for the type of content I shoot in slow motion 4K, which could overheat, or 8K, there was no way in life scenario, in real world scenario for me to get this camera overheat. I've had it since September, and it's been already 5 months, I believe, and I've shot so much content and I never got it to overheat. Now, keep in mind that I'm shooting commercials, run and gun, travel videos, vlogs, and stuff like that. And I only shoot here and there 4K slow motion. 8K, rarely, only a couple times I used in this video, and also when I shot watch video. You could check it out, by the way, here behind the scenes. But other than that, I don't get this camera to overheat. Like, I can't get it to overheat. The biggest issue with this camera is, as I touched on already before, is the file sizes, is the workflow, is the codecs, the quality, the dynamic range. Everything is great, but the files you get out of this camera is just nuts. Like, they are so big, you have to back up your stuff all the time. And then once you back it up, you have to create proxies, unless you have like a super NASA computer that will not choke on these files, because my computer chokes on them real fast. And I have a powerful computer, I have 40 gigs RAM installed, and it's just not enough. You have to create proxies in order to edit 4K 120 or 8K, forget about it. That's it, that's just some points that I wanted to mention. Let me know, guys, what you think of the video of 8K and 4K 120. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference between 4K HQ and 8K? Because that's pretty much almost the same thing, because they compress 8K to 4K. I don't know. Are we ready for 8K? Do we need 8K? What do you guys think? Let me know. I really like, honestly, 4K 120. Probably one of my favorites most to shoot right now. But let me know your opinion. I would really love to know. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and like that video. Don't forget it, okay? Alright, bye.